Hi Scorpios, Happy New Year, Trishna here, and welcome to your January 2019 reading. So what I'm feeling for you is that right now in January, you're feeling a little not quite as high flying as you were maybe the past month or the month before that, but you know somewhere deep down that this isn't you going back into the slump that you've been in for a while. Like you know that this is just temporary and that you're actually going to be fine. So that's really good. That's a really good place to be in. And you're really not that low flying. It's just a little bit less like high flying than you were before. I also feel like you are following a good path towards your future and accomplishing the things that you want in your life. And I also feel like this may not be entirely conscious on your part. You striving after that may not be completely conscious choices. I think there's something inside of you, your intuition, or just some kind of drive inside of you just that is just pulling you towards the right things. Like there's some kind of instinct there that just something within you is really pulling you into certain directions, and you just know that you're on the right track and you're following the right trail of breadcrumbs. And that's also really, really good. Like you are very, very in tune with yourself, your interests, who you are, where you want to go, even if it's not conscious. It's all very internalized. It's all very, the word that I'm getting is innate, but that's not quite the right word. Maybe second nature. You're just naturally going after what you need to go after, and it feels good, and you don't need a plan written down. You're okay with this way of going about things, and I think that that is really good. That's a really good approach towards everything. The guidance that I get for you for January 2019 is to write down every time you get an instinct or a drive to go in a certain direction or do a certain thing and you know that it's the right thing. Write down like a really short paragraph, maybe 2 to 4 sentences long, 3 to 5 sentences long, just really short, every time that happens, about how you felt, where you felt it, what you went after, how you feel that accomplishes something in your life. And the reason why is like, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but sometimes we lose sight of what our passion or our purpose is. And when we try to figure that out, people say, oh, why don't you go back into your childhood and see what it was that you really enjoyed at that time? What kinds of games did you like to play? What kinds of make-believe did you like to do? What kinds of interests did you have? What were your strengths? But you don't really remember what you were like as a kid. And then if you ask your parents, sometimes they don't really remember because they have, you may have siblings, or, they had their own lives too. It wasn't just about you. And so then you're a little bit stuck. It's like, well, who was I then, and what did I like, and who am I now? And so it gets a little confusing. Sometimes that method of trying to find your purpose doesn't really work out for everybody. And that's kind of the same thing here. Is like right now you're really in tune with who you are, and this is like a really, really good way to live. And so you want to write down, what was I feeling, what was I thinking, what was I going after, how did I feel like that was going to achieve my goal? And you want to have just very short paragraphs. This doesn't have to take very long. Just every time you have one of these instincts, these pulls, just write down what was going on around it, so that later on when you look back, one, I think that when you look back at your journal, at whatever it is that you write, you're going to feel immense joy because you're in this really good place, at this time in your life. And when you look back, I think you'll still be in a really good place, but it'll bring back a lot of really positive memories. And so I think you will experience like really good feelings of joy when you read it. But the other thing is anytime you lose sight of who you are or where you want to go, I don't feel like you will really lose sight of that. But if you ever have any questions or doubts or need a little clarity, when you go back, it'll be really nice to see, how did you know that was the right move? What did you feel? And where did you feel it? Maybe you feel it in your shoulder, or maybe you feel it in your heart, or maybe you feel it in your gut when something's really pulling you, the urge. And how did it turn out? Did it turn out well? And I think all of your instincts are actually going to turn out well, but you want to get used to that feeling, and you want to write down how it feels, so that anytime in the future when you lose sight of a little bit of yourself or your connection, you can go back and remember how it felt and know how to make decisions going forward in the same way, so that you still continue to get amazing results. And I feel like your life is just on a really good path right now. Like we talked about last year, the beginning of the year was like such a slump, but you pushed past it and now you're on the upswing, and I just feel like things are only going to get better and better for you. So Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my website, which will be at the end of this video and in the description box. And I will see you in my next video.